somewhat confused start saw the Capris of Glemser and Mazet powering their way into the lead. But the other front row car, the Mars Fitzpatrick Escort number 21, was well down the field, fighting to get clear of the gaggle of Alphas. The tight, twisty track made overtaking a problem, and a good position early on could make the difference between winning and losing one of the 3 divisions which would decide the 2 major titles at stake. With 20 minutes gone, Escort number 21 had clawed its way into 3rd place to lead Division 2 and was sitting in the boot of the number 2 Capri. Seconds later, the race leader Glemser in Capri number 1 had his rear-view mirror full of Escort. Behind the leaders, Pio in Capri number 3 and Hazemans in Alpha number 27 were enjoying a private battle of their own. Although suddenly, the fun went out of the chase for Hazemans. Nor were his pit crew too happy when the Alpha came in with a puncture as a result of his excursion. And a damaged wing. Angry objections brought out the black flag for Pio, who was accused of forcing the Alpha off the road. As the Alpha rejoined the race, Pio came in to state the case for the defense. A reprieve for the accused, and Pio was back in the hunt with the Capri. But seconds later, that black flag again. Trackside justice ruled that Pio had used rough tactics, although John Fitzpatrick, waiting to take over Escort number 21, disagreed.
Well, there's no rough tactics. There's been an unfortunate incident with Francois Pio. He had it coming together with the Hazemans car, forced Hazemans to stop to change the tyre, and they seem to be blaming him for it, whereas the damage is on the back of the car, so it would seem difficult for him to run into him backwards, you know.
You think that's an unrealistic claim?
I think it is, but they've stopped him. I don't know what's going to happen. They might disqualify him.
The unfortunate Capri driver was disqualified. And by the time the case of Hazemans versus Pio had been decided, Escort number 21 had stolen the lead from the 2 Capris. All 3 leading cars were setting a blistering pace, putting useful distance between them and the leading Alpha of Hazemans. A situation not entirely in accord with their team manager. But that lead left Fitzpatrick, due to drive the second stint in number 21, enjoying the prospect of inheriting a strong position in the race.
Well, as far as we're concerned, we're having things a little easier than we thought we would. Our plan was to stay just ahead of Hazemans. He had a puncture, lost a couple of laps, so we've got quite a lead, so we can afford to take it a bit easy.
This is a Division 2?
That's Division 2. Division 1, it's David Matthews with the 1300 Escort. He's having quite a hard time of it. He's got a lot of Alphas there with him, and obviously he's having difficulty in getting past them to get at the leading Alpha. This is quite a problem for him, but I think at the moment he's just decided to sit back and watch, you know, see what happens.
What about Division 3 and Glemser?
Well, Glemser and Mazet are circulating together about 20 seconds behind us. No problems, the car's going quite well, and let's hope it stays that way.
John, when you actually take over from us, your co-driver in the Escort, just how much time do you think you lose and what position do you think in the race you'll be when you rejoin it?
Well, if the change goes smoothly, we'll probably lose about 20 seconds. This shouldn't affect our position in the division. It might put us behind Glemser again, but then he's got to stop, so we should go into the lead again. So at the moment, things aren't too bad.
With Fitzpatrick at the wheel, the Escort carried on with clockwork precision, glued to the track like a train on rails. Mind you, the rails seemed a little bent for one or two cars. The change of drivers in the Escort left Fitzpatrick just one place ahead of Hazeman's Alpha, number 27. Up in front with the two Capris, but with a driver change due, it was probable that Fitzpatrick would regain the lead, leaving the Capris as a useful buffer between him and his Division 2 rival, Hazeman's. Behind them, Peachy and Alpha 54 was leading Division 1 after Matthews' Escort had lost time refueling. With little more than an hour to go, the positions changed again.
The overall lead is car number 21, John Fitzpatrick's Escort, and he heads his division, division number 2. And then come the big Capris of Glemser and Mars in second and third place overall, cars numbers 1 and 2, and they lead their division, division number 3. Down in fifth place is car number 54, the Alfa Romeo of Peachy, and he leads his division, division number 1. Now, as far as the trophy is concerned, the manufacturer's trophy, car number 51, which is the Escort of Matthews, now in 8th place overall, has to catch the car of Peachy, number 54, who's now in 5th place. Well, there's an hour to go. I suppose it could happen. If it does, then Ford will take the manufacturer's trophy.
Just 16 seconds decided the manufacturer's trophy. Slick work by the Alpha mechanics refueling Peachy's car left Matthews with no chance of making up the lost time. Although Ford seemed to have Division 2 and 3 in the bag, Peachy's stranglehold on Division 1 was enough to take the trophy for Alpha. But up at the front, the Drivers' Championship still lay in the balance, with Hazeman sticking like glue to the Capris, waiting his chance. And then, with 25 minutes to go, the door opened for Hazeman's. A broken throttle cable forced Glemser's Capri into the pits, and the driver's title, so nearly his, hung on the speed and skill of his mechanics. Hazeman's moved to second place automatically and set his sights on Fitzpatrick, leading with the Escort. If Glemser couldn't get back into the race to win Division 3, Hazeman's would take the driver's title. Fitzpatrick pushed on in front with the Escort. Hazeman's was playing it safe in second place. But then the Capris were back, thundering around the circuit in third and fourth places overall with their problems put right, and the Drivers' Championship falling to Glemser in his Capri number 1 as he cruised down the finishing straight, appropriately flanked by his teammate and the overall race winner John Fitzpatrick in the Escort.